everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, hello, I'm Nocturne and I do K-pop, K-drama, as well as pick a card readings here on YouTube. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're having an amazing and lovely day. And today we're going to be doing a friendship reading on Jennie of Blackpink and Taehyung of BTS. A lot of you guys have been begging me to do this reading, and as usual, I just want to make a quick disclaimer that I'm not going to be divulging too much into their personal lives, out of respect for them and for whomever I do a reading about in the future. So this reading is not to confirm or deny any rumors. It's strictly just a friendship reading to see their current connection. And so let's just get straight into it. If you guys are interested in joining me on Patreon, would like to know what cards I use for my readings, or would like to get a private reading for yourself, I'll have all the links in the description box below. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the reading. Oof, there's a card that jumped out. Wow. Okay, guys, so we're starting off the reading really strong here. We have the Two of Wands, we have Temperance, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the King of Wands, a lot of Wands energy. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Ten of Cups. Wow. Wait, let me just move the cards right here. Okay, guys, so first of all, with the Two of Wands and the Temperance right here, I can see that current energy, things do feel quite harmonious and quite peaceful. In fact, with the Two of Wands, it really does feel like two wands meeting, right? So I feel like their path is going to converge. Maybe they're going to meet soon, or maybe they are meeting right now because this is current energy, but it feels like they're seeing eye to eye. There's a deep understanding for one another, and they're just in perfect flow. There's harmony in their connection right now. With the Temperance, they balance out one another is what I'm hearing. We also have the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. With the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, there's definitely a lot of passion in their connection. Maybe when they talk, when they're connecting with one another, it really feels like sparks fly, or they really have a strong chemistry. With the King of Wands, I can see that Taehyung feels very excited about their connection, and I see with that with the Ace of Swords too, they communicate very well. And I saw this come out in their previous friendship reading I did as well, and there's a breakthrough in the way they communicate. I feel like they're at a stage in their friendship where they understand one another better. So when they start talking to one another, it just flows so perfectly, so easily, and they just see eye to eye. Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's one of those connections, right? It's one of those friendships where you see one another and maybe you haven't seen each other in a long time, but the second you meet, it's like you just can't stop talking. You want to tell them so much. Sorry about the siren, you guys, but that's how it feels. It feels almost like a siren is going off, like there's just so much that you guys want to say to one another and you can't stop talking. There's a very strong connection in regards to their friendship. Now, we also have the Ace of Cups. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. With the Ace of Cups, there's a lot of love in this connection. There's a lot of care in this connection. And with the Ten of Cups, there's a feeling of happiness, a feeling of, you know, the Ten of Cups, I usually say is like a very like happily ever after kind of card. So it does feel like, you know, they are very connected and they care about one another very, very much. Again, like I mentioned, I'm always very careful with my reading. I just want to say that with the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, I have to say it as is, you know. It does feel like their connection is somewhat very, very aligned, especially with the Temperance too. They balance out each other very well. There's an intellectual connection within their friendship where they understand each other mentally. Words don't really necessarily need to be spoken with one another, and they kind of understand each other already. And with the Ace of Wands, there's also a very direct kind of connection in regards to where they see their friendship going, where they want their life to go. You know, maybe Taehyung is someone that wants to retire in a village one day, and live outside of the public eye. And Jennie has similar views too. They have very similar views about their goals or their future, and because of that, it feels like they're aligned and they're walking a very similar path, you know? And maybe this is the kind of feeling that you don't necessarily get with a lot of people prior to this. Maybe Jennie used to say like, oh, I would love to have like, I don't know, a pond where people can come and fish. I don't know. This is a super random thought that came in my mind just now, but it's just an example, you know? I would love to open a pond where people can come and fish, or I would love to do this, and people would laugh at her and be like, what are you even talking about? You're Jennie Kim. But maybe if she says that to Taehyung, Taehyung's like, oh, yeah, that would be amazing. You know, in fact, I know that you can do something like that in this area, in this suburb. I don't know, something like that, you know? So they're very much aligned in that aspect. And with the 10 of Cups, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of respect they have for one another. With the Ace of Cups too, they're very understanding of each other's feelings. They're very much thinking about the other person. So yeah, it feels like a very good connection. In regards to their current energy, it feels great. So yeah. Okay guys, so now let's go into just very quickly, how does Taehyung see Jennie? So how does Taehyung see Jennie currently in regards to their friendship? How does Taehyung see Jennie currently in regards to their friendship? One more from this deck. Okay. And a few more. Oh, okay, we have Morning Star. Sorry, let me just move this here. Should we grab a few tarot? How does Taehyung see Jennie in their friendship currently? How does Taehyung see Jennie in their friendship currently? Wow. Okay, just one more. Oof. Wow. Okay, guys, we have a lot of cards come out. So I'm going to start off here. Okay, we have the Change in the Wind, Serendipity, and Bless. So Change in the Wind, this really makes me feel like their paths are converging. You know how I told you guys in the beginning, it feels like they're meeting or they're seeing eye to eye again. They get to see each other. With the Change in the Wind, it feels like currently in this moment in time, it does feel like there's a lot of changes happening for them. I feel like the changes are very positive, especially because, you know, like every time I see an imagery of the wind, or I feel a wind, like the energy of the wind when I'm doing readings and things like that, it does feel like a divine change happening, like the divine, like the universe is doing something in regards to maybe bring your paths across together or bringing a blessing into your life, things like that. So with the Change in the Wind, I do see that either their paths are converging or something really positive is happening in their friendship right now. Their connection does feel like serendipitous, like it does feel like they have a very, very strong bond. It almost feels like, oh my gosh, like fated kind of connection. And he feels like their connection is a blessing in his life. He feels very, very blessed to have her friendship in his life. We also have Boundaries, Unleash, and Morning Star. With Unleash, I do see that there isn't really anything holding him back in regards to their friendship and their connection anymore. Like he's someone that is very like, you know, if he commits into a friendship, a connection with someone, he kind of gives it his all. He's someone that is very, very caring, and that's what he's doing. And he's doing his everything to put boundaries around their connection. So he's very, very protective of this connection. Put a ring around yourself and your energies. He's very, very protective of this friendship that he has with Jennie. And yeah, with Morning Star, again, he does feel like she is somewhat of a ray of sunshine, which is very, very interesting because we also have the Sun that jumped out first in regards to the tarot cards. So he does feel like she is somewhat of a sun, a ray of energy for him. And he feels like she is someone that is very, very supportive, someone that is very, very kind, someone that literally lights up a room, you know, very magnetic. Jennie is someone that is very, very magnetic. We also have the Hermit, the World, the Princess of Roses, which is Wands, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so there's always so many cards that jump out for Taehyung when he thinks of like, okay, so With the Hermit, the World, the Sun, the Princess of Wands, the Four of Wands, there's almost a duality to Jennie that Taehyung sees. It's like she's someone that really likes to keep to herself and is kind of like a little bit shy, and is kind of a little bit like, oh, I like to keep to myself, but at the same time, she's seen by the world. She's someone that has to be seen as somewhat confident. She can be really energetic. She can be really, you know, so there's that duality, and he thinks it's something that is very, very good, something that's very, very magical. He thinks that she's, you know, an adventurer. She's been very much traveling around the world with the world, and the Princess of Wands here depicted as the adventurer. She's someone that is always up to try something new. She's someone that has boundless creativity. And with the Four of Wands here, there is such a strong foundation in their friendship, you guys. Like, literally, there is so much respect, but also they celebrate each other's wins. I see that very much so. But yeah, so there you go. Let's go into how does Jennie see Taehyung. So how does Jennie see Taehyung? We started with the... I just want to make sure I grab the same kind of deck. Okay. So how does Jennie see Taehyung currently in their friendship? How does Jennie see Taehyung? How does Jennie see Taehyung? No, not from this deck. How does Jennie see Taehyung? How does Jennie see Taehyung? Oof. Oof. Okay, one more. Okay. We have a lot of 4, you guys, for them, which I think is something that is very good. Okay, so how does Jennie see Taehyung? It's very interesting because they kind of mirror each other very much so. She thinks highly of him, definitely. One more? Just one more from this deck? No? No? Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. And one more deck. How does Jennie see Taehyung? How does Jennie see Taehyung in their friendship currently? How does Jennie see Taehyung? And one more. Just one more. You guys, this is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna start here first. Okay, so in regards to how Jennie sees Taehyung, we have Regeneration, Higher Power, Loyal Heart, and All That Glitters. And we also have Eclipse, Evolve, and Navigate Oracle. So first of all, with Regeneration and the Evolve and the Eclipse, Jennie thinks that Taehyung is someone that is so talented and that he is gonna keep evolving. He's gonna keep going through rebirths. He's gonna be very successful. And in fact, I feel like Taehyung, like this is probably a spoiler and has nothing to do with their friendship, but I feel like Taehyung is currently working on something on his own, like a personal project, because it feels like it's been halted. With the eclipse celebrates cycles. Sometimes there's a bad cycle, there's a good cycle. Sometimes things get halted and things happen beyond our control. And it really feels like he's been working on something for a very long time, but finally it's going to happen very soon. And she's very supportive of it and she's very excited for it to see, I think, which is why the supportive card came out when Taehyung saw Jennie as well. So definitely she thinks very highly of him. She thinks that he is someone that's very hardworking and he's going to keep succeeding at everything he does because he's able to go through multiple regenerations, multiple rebirths. He can kind of like do any kind of like era or any kind of genre, things like that. She also thinks that Taehyung has become somewhat of a very strong support system for Jennie with a higher power and the key here. I think Jennie thinks of herself as someone that is quite complicated, as someone that not anyone can understand. And she feels like he's unlocked a side of her that not many people have seen. And because of that, he's become a very, very important support system and an important friend for her. She also thinks that Taehyung is someone that is very, very loyal. Someone that, look at this, you guys. Do you see how the loyal heart has 2 owls, but then it has 2 keys up there? And with a higher power, she has, you know, the key thingy here. And like he gets to unlock, like I mentioned, a side of her that many people don't get to see. And yeah, Taehyung is someone that is very, very loyal, and she really, really trusts him. And with all that glitters too, he can really turn it on. It's very interesting that they see each other in somewhat a very similar manner, because like I mentioned, Taehyung sees Jennie as someone that has duality. She's very much of a hermit. She's very much shy. She's a little bit of an introvert, but then she has to turn it on and become this like mega superstar and travel the world and gain attention and be like, "Hi everyone, it's me, Jennie," which is like so unlike her behind closed doors, but that's exactly the way she sees him. He's someone that is very calm and likes his own space, but at the same time, he can turn it on and become this like mega superstar with all that glitters. And the thing is, like with Loyal Heart and all that glitters, I see that they're very compatible. And like I mentioned, they have, and again, this is a friendship reading, but they have a similar view in life of what they want to achieve, on how they see each other in 10 years. And as you can see with the Loyal Hearts, we have 2 owls, and with all that glitters, we have 2 masks. So it's like they can be one another behind closed doors. They can be who they truly are, but they can both also turn it on outside and both wear those masks together successfully, you know? But yeah, and we have Navigate as well. So again, like he's a great support system for Jennie, and he does help her navigate through life. And they've been through a lot of phases in their life as friends as well. I think I mentioned this in my first friendship reading of them. They've known each other, it seems like, for a very long time, and their friendship has gone through many stages too, from just like, hello, how are you, to getting closer and things like that. Okay, and then we have the Empress, the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Temperance. So, okay, first of all, I want to start with Temperance, because that's a card that has already jumped out in the beginning in regards to their current energy. So it does feel like more so than Jennie, Taehyung is the one that brings this peaceful energy in their friendship, okay? Jennie thinks that Taehyung is someone that is very, very patient. He has a way of grounding her and making her feel safe within their friendship. He's someone that is very wise beyond his years. Sometimes she goes to him and asks for, sorry about the siren, you guys. Sometimes she goes to him and asks for his opinion or his help in regards to something. And the nuggets of wisdom that he delivers, or the things that he says, really does ground her and make her feel better. Like, oh, okay, everything's gonna be okay. He's also someone that is very hardworking, very goal-oriented, very ambitious, but at the same time, he has a way of nurturing, okay? They're very similar in a sense that they're very hardworking. They have a lot of earth energy in them. So they're very much like, okay, go, go, go. We need to work hard. We need to do this. We need to do that. But at the same time, although they're very similar, Taehyung has a very nurturing approach. So he feels very much like the yin sometimes in their friendship when she's the yang. So he's the one that kind of like nurtures, and he's the one that kind of like gives, like is affectionate in their friendship and things like that. But he does make her feel like she's safe, and that is something that's very, very important. And yeah, she thinks that he's very, very creative. With the 9 of Cups, she also does feel like she's very, very fulfilled in their friendship. He's very, very kind. He is someone that doesn't hold back on his, you know, love in his friendships and his connections with people. And yeah, she thinks very, very highly of him. So all amazing cards have jumped out for them today. Not a single bad card. Let's go straight into what's next for their friendship. We'll go to the next 6 months. Yeah, okay, so what's next for their friendship in the next 6 months? Actually, I'm gonna start with tarot. Let's grab this one. Okay, guys, what's next in their friendship? Let's focus on the next 6 months. So I'm filming this on the 5th of May. The 5th of May. So May, June, July, August, September, October. So from May till October. What's next for their friendship in the next 6 months? Oof. Okay. What's next in their friendship for the next 6 months? Oh. Okay, guys. This is not very good. Let me just grab some more tarot. What's next in their friendship for the next 6 months? What's next in their friendship for the next 6 months? Okay, guys, so I do see that their friendship is going to go through a little bit of a difficult phase in the next 6 months. Okay. Oh, sorry, there's some cards that jumped out. 1 second. Okay, we have 4 cards jump out. I'm gonna start with these first, okay, guys? So first of all, I see that the next 6 months is gonna be a little bit, it has a lot of trials for them, okay? We have the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Moon, the Devil, the 2 of Cups in reverse, and the 3 of Swords. So I do see there's almost like outside forces trying to meddle in their friendship, especially with the Moon and the Devil. I feel like, sorry, let me just grab a clarification in regards to the Devil. Guides, can you tell us a little bit more about this Devil? Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm getting about the Devil. There's someone that they really trust. You guys see here the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and then there's the 2 of Wands, and then there's the 10 of Cups in reverse. There's someone that they really trust. There's someone that definitely they think is a close friend, okay? Someone that they can trust, someone that almost feels like family, but they're not family, okay? And they'll find out about this. It's gonna get uncovered. But right now, this person is almost like wearing a mask and pretending to be, you know, like a friend, someone that they can trust. But actually, they're just looking for opportunity. They're really someone that's very manipulative. They're looking for money. They're looking for opportunity. They're looking for fame. They're only looking out for themselves. Okay, so there is going to be a situation in the next 6 months where literally this person is going to F-U-C-K them up. So hopefully this doesn't happen. I tell you guys that energies can change all the time, and I am the first to say that I hope it doesn't happen, and I hope that I'm wrong. The way the cards are showing me right now, though, it seems like this person that they really trust is going to, like, you know, F-U-C-K them up. They're going to do something that kind of like uncovers their friendship even further, and it's really gonna make them feel defeated. It's gonna make them feel really, really defeated. It's gonna make them feel really sad. It's gonna take a hit on their friendship because there's almost this feeling of like, what are we gonna do now? Like, we can't continue with this friendship if there's so many people opposing us. That's how it feels. There's gonna be sleepless nights, especially for one of them. The other person is gonna try and keep the other person strong, but I see that it's truly gonna affect the other person. Now, we have the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, the Prince of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. So, guys, this tells me that there is going to be a time when it's almost like one of them says, I can't do this anymore. I just want to leave. I think it's almost like a knee-jerk reaction for one of them when things get really tough to be like, you know what, I can't do this. Let's call it quits in this connection kind of thing, in this friendship. Which is understandable, by the way. Like, can you imagine just getting constant hate all the time? So there is going to be that kind of like knee-jerk reaction, but I'm being shown here that with the 6 of Wands and the 2 of Cups, the other person is going to be like, look at this. The 2 of Cups was in reverse, and now the 2 of Cups is upright. So it does feel like this other person just couldn't see how this connection could go on anymore. But the other person is like making them reevaluate. Listen, this is what we need to do, okay? It can still work. The one person is a proper builder. Like, one person is like, brings stability, brings safety to their friendship and their connection. And they're going to be able to make the other person see that, hey, this is something that we can do. Don't worry about it. I've got this. So with the Wheel of Fortune and this Ace of Pentacles, I see that everything is going to be okay in the end. Like, it's salvageable. Their connection is salvageable. But yeah, they're going to go through that little bit of a rough patch within those next 6 months. I mean, it's not little. I'm just trying to downplay it. It does feel like something that's really going to shock them. So, okay, guys, anything else? Wow. Ooh, sorry, guys. Let me just have a sip of water. Okay, guys, anything else to close off this reading? Oof. We have the 3 of Cups. So in the end, you know, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of connection between them, and I think it's difficult for them to trust people, and I think that's why he was so very Taehyung was so very set on being very protective about his friendship with Jennie. But I think in the end, you know, like you can't help, right, these things from happening, because I do see that with the Three of Cups, they do have really good people surrounding them that also celebrate their connection and their friendship. There's people they can trust. So I do see that within the next 6 months, even though there's going to be ups and downs, and maybe there's going to be a lot of rumors flying around that maybe they're not friends anymore or things like that, in the end of it, I do see a celebration. I do see still a very strong connection between the two of them. So I think they're going to be okay. They're going to be able to weather this storm. This is a little pocket in time that I think in the end is just going to make their connection stronger. But yeah, guys, I am going to stop the reading right here. It was just going to be a short reading, but as usual with me, I always end up but yeah, I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, being kind to yourselves, being patient with yourselves. I'm sending you guys so much love. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye.